Do you remember when you were younger and you watched cartoons in the morning? You had nothing to stress about. It was the weekend, you were eating your favorite bowl of cereal, and you're happy. And then all of a sudden, that one cartoon character decides it's a good idea to show up and ruin your mood. There were so many cartoon characters that I despised as a kid, and I couldn't stand them. And even after all of these years, I have yet to have a differing opinion. I still dislike all of them. So let's start off with the first character, Caillou. I am not exaggerating when I say this, but I have actually yet to meet somebody who enjoys watching the misadventures of this little no-haired cretin. There's absolutely no way that you don't at least have somewhat of an idea of who Caillou is. I know for a fact you've seen him, whether that be accidentally or against your will. The reason I say that is because I refuse to believe that any sane person, even with the tiniest ounce of self-respect, would voluntarily subject themselves to this French-Canadian gremlin. Every time I was sitting down watching PBS Kids and it would announce that the next show was going to be Caillou, I would immediately just switch the channel to Cartoon Network. The reason being because I didn't even want to give Caillou even so little as a glance in his direction. Just his simple existence would make me mad. Caillou is notoriously known as one of the most annoying and hated cartoon characters like ever, and that is totally warranted. It is for good reason. Have you ever actually sat down and decided to watch an episode of Caillou? If you haven't, then oh my god, I wish my mind was as clean as yours. And if you have, then you must know why I'm so angry about this. Caillou is the biggest brat I have ever seen in television. Caillou will ask for something totally unreasonable, and then when his parents say no, he just throws a big fit. You know what his response is? Why are you crying? You can get as angry as you possibly can, Caillou. That does not mean that you're going to end up getting what you want. Oh, wait, it would seem I made a mistake here in my notes. Okay, no, never mind. Caillou ends up getting what he wants. His spineless parents always end up folding and giving Caillou whatever he wants, as long as he throws a tantrum. Caillou could ask his parents to take their car out on a joyride, and their response would be, "Oh, Caillou, of course you can." Like, bro, what? Now, I'm not gonna mention his appearance because I feel as if that's going a little bit too low, but I just can't help it. Caillou, why are you always rocking the exact same fit every single day, bro? Bro, and take a look at them paper thin eyebrows too. He looks like Lady Gaga back in 2010. He might as well just start singing. Whoa. Bro, look at his eyes, dude. His eyes be looking like Milhouse when he takes his glasses off. Look at that giant rotund bubble bum head, dude. Bro, this guy looks like Megamind but without the blue. Bro, why is he bald? This guy is bald at age 4. How has he not grown any hair? Oh ho ho, and don't think you can get away just because you speak French, because guess what, Caillou? So do I. Regardez à tes globes oculaires, ils ressemblent comme des petits haricots noirs. Où sont tes cheveux, Caillou? Bro, you know what Caillou translates to in French? Pebble. His parents knowingly named him Pebble. That was so well needed. That has been in my system for the past 19 years. Okay. Moving on. Now, this next one, I'm not sure if many of you know about, but there was a show called Uncle Grandpa on a while ago. I can confirm that it would be a lot more fun just watching paint dry and twiddling your thumbs. It is the equivalent of eating unseasoned, unsweetened oatmeal every single day for years. It is just nothingness. But the only thing I did get out of it was there was this character named Pizza Steve, and I could not stand Pizza Steve. Pizza Steve just thought he was so cool because he wears stupid sunglasses and he's a piece of pizza. Believe it or not, I actually tried to watch Uncle Grandpa, and I watched a couple episodes, and every single time Pizza Steve would come on, I would, no joke, skip away from the episode because every appearance he would make was so unbelievably annoying, and it would make my blood boil to no end. He would always be doing the most idiotic things, but oh, I'm just getting away with it because I'm Pizza Steve, right? Bro, fuck you. I wouldn't even be willing to give him the satisfaction of fulfilling his main purpose, which is to be eaten. No, he's just going straight in the trash, Pizza Steve, and those stupid sunglasses. Again, a lot of you may totally disagree with me on this one, and that's okay, but you should also know that it's okay to be wrong sometimes. Alright, who do we got up next? Are there any other cartoon characters that can possibly top that? You. For those of you who don't know, this is DW. DW is Arthur's younger sister, and she is absolutely insufferable to witness. She tells on Arthur for absolutely every little tiny thing that he does, which always ends up getting poor little Arthur in trouble, who's just trying to enjoy his childhood. There was this one episode where Arthur eventually had enough of it, and he lashed out, and he hit DW. And honestly, good, she totally deserved it. She's an absolute brat. I remember there was this one episode of Arthur where they think the dog is about to pass away, and you know what DW's response is? Now we can get a good dog. Another time she broke Arthur's model plane, which he worked so hard on and told her multiple times not to touch it. I was actually trying to think of some positive things that she did in the show, and I couldn't really remember any, so I actually watched a couple episodes of Arthur to maybe see if I was wrong. And quick little update, no, I wasn't. I think her role is literally just to be the spoiled little kid. Now, the difference between Caillou and DW is Caillou didn't make me want to turn off the TV and walk away and actually go to a park or something. When I was watching TV and I noticed that it was a DW episode, I would just groan, maybe change the channel, maybe keep watching it. It wasn't detrimental or anything, except for this one episode called DW's Very Bad Mood. This episode is DW at her absolute worst. She is basically Caillou in this episode. She yells and rants at everybody around her. She's not doing anything that she's being told to do. Francine ends up actually inviting Arthur to a party, but Arthur is so exhausted by DW that he doesn't end up going. I do not recommend watching this episode. It will just put you in a bad mood for the rest of the day. Clarence was one of my favorite TV shows. I would watch Clarence almost every single day, as much as I could during the short time it was airing. Clarence was a TV show about a boy named Clarence and his two other friends, Sumo and Jeff, and they would go on different adventures together, running through the forest, going to play places, and just having general fun. And then there was Belson, and Belson was just a dickhead. Belson would for some reason just find joy in ruining whatever fun Clarence, Jeff, or Sumo were having at that time. There is this one episode where Clarence is trying to watch a certain TV show, and Belson literally tries to climb up on the roof to mess with Clarence's antenna so he can't watch the TV show. For what reason, you may be asking? That's where I tell you there is no reason, my friend. That's just Belson for you. There was another episode where Belson ends up going to the hospital and going in a full body cast, and this is finally where Clarence gets his revenge, and it was so satisfying to witness happen, because although Clarence may not be fully aware of it, he is completely torturing Belson. It is awesome. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to check out more videos, check out this one. I love you all so much, and yeah, take care of yourself. Bye. Look into my eyes and it's easy to see how one makes two and a two makes three. It was yesterday. Beam, goomy, goopy, goopy, goomy, fligo, gigoo, fligo, gigoo, fligo, gigoo.